In this Sailing Doodles, we continue south and have to reef in high winds in the middle of the night. This season of Sailing Doodles features Taylor and Bobby as we set sail with Maverick and Goose for the Caribbean. We continued our relentless drive south down the East Coast, mainly doing 24-hour hops. We started in Annapolis and we're headed down to Fort Lauderdale, where we were going to hop over to the Bahamas.
So we're just leaving Jacksonville, Florida now, and where are we going?
It'd be one of our shortest trips yet, or maybe our shortest. We're going like 30 some odd miles down to St. Augustine. The entrance, the inlet to the St. Augustine's not charted because it changes so much that they can't chart it. You just got to make sure you follow. They say basically, when you get to the inlet, turn off your GPS and follow the markers. So that's what we're gonna do.
All right, you ready, boys? Ready? I'm ready. I'm excited.
Well, it's the second time as many weeks I've had to change the fuel filter or drain it, and that's out of the fuel filter. I mean, that's not Pepsi. That's, you can see all the sediment in there. That's dirty fuel. I mean, it sat for 2 years, right? Just collecting crap in the tanks. So, I imagine it's, I don't know. Hopefully we'll get longer than a couple weeks on this time on the fuel filter. It's a goose down pillow, get it?
Even though the boys are labradoodles, they still shed and we need to keep them clean.
How you doing, Goose?
It looks like a wet rat.
Maverick, you feel clean? Yeah? How about you? Is it your turn now? You
No.
hosed off?
No.
Give me a shake, Goose. Give me a shake. I want a slow motion shake it. Give me a shake, Goose. Give me a shake.
Shake, shake.
Shake. Why
are you such a good boy? You're just sitting there dripping, looking sad.
Spray him some more. Hang on. All right, Goose, shake. Give me a shake. Give me a shake. Come on. All right, Maverick, you give me a shake. So they are getting better at going up the steps here that we made. Let's, there's a lot of current right now, so you don't want them to fall in.
Go up. Ready? Go up.
Go.
Good boy.
You ready to do this?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, it's our last kind of longer sail, 24 hours down to West Palm Beach. It's rainy, kind of not perfect weather, maybe a little rough out there, but it's either this or we gotta wait like another 5 days, so let's keep going.
Test our luck.
Yeah.
Usually isn't very good.
All right, boys, y'all ready? Hey, Goose. There is a lot of current in this channel normally, but we waited for, it's kind of slack tide right now, so should be easy getting out of here.
Bobby almost left without me as the current pushed us off the dock. I'm on night watch, and the wind's starting to pick up a little bit. It's blowing like 25, 27 knots, so I woke Bobby up and we rolled in the head sail a little bit, and he's just trying to relief drop the main. I'm sure you can't see that. That's a good 27 knots. It's getting a bit windy.
Yeah, it was I don't know, I saw 27 knots.
It was over 27. I was on night watch out here. And I could feel it picking up, and then I went to go check. And it was up to like 25, and then it went down to 20, and I was like, okay. And then it picked up to like 25, 27, and everything went crashing. So I was like, okay, time to wake up, Bobby.
Yeah, I saw 27, so it means the gust was probably 30 something. We still had all our sails up, so we just furled in the head sail. And then, well, not all the way, we got it more than halfway in. And then I put a reef in the main, and it's still blowing 20, I don't know, the wind indicator right there just quit working. The apparent wind is still 20 knots, so I don't know.
We got to like 8.9 knots there for a second.
We were hauling butt.
Yeah.
But it was the autopilot couldn't handle it, so kicked the autopilot.
So
it kicked the autopilot off, so we weather vane into the wind, which makes us heel over even more. So.
Yeah, we went off course a little bit.
Yeah, it's all right. We're back on course now. We're still doing 7.5, 8 knots. So. And yes, I clipped in out there. I don't think you could ask for a better overnight sail.
It was really good.
So the wind was slightly offshore, so the seas they didn't really have time to build, and eventually it knocked down the seas that were coming from out at sea. And so now it's what, 2-3 foot seas tops following, and we've been doing 7.5, 8 knots all night.
Well, the wind picked up a little bit, and it was a little scary.
Yeah, well, I had to go out and reef, but
we at one point we got to 9.4 knots.
yeah. That's great, 9.4, but that's, okay, for racing, let's do that. We're cruising, we don't want to break anything. And it's still blowing 20, 25 knots or more. It's windy out there. Can't tell from in here because it's nice and close. We made it to the marina here in Palm Beach. Pretty expensive, really. I need to adjust some fenders, I believe. We were in Palm Beach to meet with our friend and patron Bob and take a video tour of his Westport 130 named Relentless. That video will be on the next Boat Tour Tuesday.
After a short visit there, it was time to head south towards Fort Lauderdale.
All right, we're doing 7.5 knots. The swells are forecast to be like 8-9 feet today, but it's because there's a big low pressure system way north here pushing it all down. There's a lot of people surfing, you probably saw that earlier, but the wind is actually out the other way, but it's not very strong. So like, it's nice big swells, but they're like 11 seconds apart. They're like 8 feet or something like that, but they're 11 seconds apart, so they're super smooth. It's great for sailing on here.
Man, I cannot tell you how good it feels to actually have some good sailing conditions. We haven't been that lucky previously. Just to have and be in such blue water. The camera probably doesn't really pick it up, but great sailing conditions, beautiful water, and we're on our way to even warmer weather. So I am so excited.
It was one of our most enjoyable sails yet. Be sure to tune in to next episode as we get our new sails, we welcome a new crew member, and we set sail for the Bahamas. We'd really like to thank our patrons for making this channel possible. You can become a patron at patreon.com/sailingdoodles.